Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Study Minute. Today we're taking a look at Genesis chapters 20 and 21. Now, these chapters are jam-packed, so we're just going to get a high-level view and we're going to get some application. So, what we see happening in these chapters is bookended by Abraham having issues with Abimelech. And then, in between those, we see the birth of Isaac, and then we also see Abraham and Sarah having issues with Hagar and Ishmael. So, let's talk about the application that we can take away from these passages. Now, the first thing we see in the first issue with Abimelech is that we can't live our lives telling half-truths. We have to trust God that if He's given us a promise that He's going to protect us, that we need to take Him at His word. We don't need to finagle the truth or do things that we don't necessarily need to do in order to try to protect ourselves. We just need to trust God, because ultimately what we see here, which is application number 2, is that we can't judge people based on appearances. Abraham judged Abimelech and his people based on who they thought they were. But Abimelech, apparently, what we see from the passages, he's someone who hears from God. God spoke to him in a dream. And as a result of that, he knew that he wasn't supposed to touch Abraham's wife or do anything with her, and this whole issue could have been avoided. So that's the second thing, is that we need to not judge people by their appearances. We need to trust God and know that, hey, someone that may not look like us may also know who God is as well. Now, the third point that we see is that with the birth of Isaac, God keeps His promises. He told him in about a year's time, you're going to have a son. That's exactly what happened. And I mean, that's as simple as it is. And then finally, the fourth point is something that we've talked about quite a bit in the last few Bible study minutes. But God hears the prayers of the afflicted. He heard the cries of Hagar and Ishmael when they were about ready to die, but God had already promised that He was going to make him into a great nation and protect him, and He kept that promise. He heard their cries, and He met them in their He met them in their affliction. So those are the four things that I want you to focus on today as you're looking at this passage, because again, it is jam-packed. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot that you can take away from it. So that's what I got for now, and until next time, grace and peace.